Earlier today, Harrison posted this on his verified Instagram page. It's time I tell my own story myself. I wanted to stay silent for the sake of the man held, but they are pushing a wrong narrative which needs to be corrected. Comments will be opened. Correct me where I'm wrong. Praise me where I'm right. I did what it's right. Listen to what he have to say.
While I was in custody, State CID Benin, at the CP's office, all right, CP was in that meeting, the Chief of Staff to the Governor was in that meeting, the CSO to the Governor, Chief Security Officer to the Governor was in that meeting, the Commissioner for Security and Public Safety was in that meeting, the Head of Investigative Team, the CSP of SAGE was in that meeting, the family members were in that meeting, the wife of the man kidnapped was in that meeting, his brother was in that meeting, and other parties were there. My lawyer, Barrister Favor, was in that meeting, and then a friend of mine who lives in Benin was also in that meeting. And the family pleaded. They said that nobody should ever post about this matter on social media until the matter is resolved. And I accepted. When I left the police custody, I did not say any pen about it.
Wow, that's why he
They have been
hasn't
the one
said
now going
anything
around
about it since.
telling people things that never existed, and they're now posting to social media. People are now changing, twisting narrative, and the rest of them. Now, number one, this guy you see on the screen, this is the family member that went to drop the money to the kidnappers. He was aware of the arrangement. The arrangement was that, now look at, when I was in Asaba, they said the kidnappers demanded for 50 million for both of them, the husband and wife. And they were able to raise 20 million naira. Now the kidnappers now told them that with 20 million naira, they will release only the woman. That was what they told me while I was in Asaba. Later they said kidnappers accepted to collect 20 million naira for the both of them. That they pleaded that the wife is pregnant. Or the kidnappers were telling them that money would be for only the wife. Later they said the kidnappers accepted to collect 20 million naira. Why I was invited was not to go and give kidnappers money. No. It was for me to fix in something in the bag of money they are taking to the kidnappers. This is not what I'm supposed to say on the social media space. But man, it is time for me to make it say the way it is. So that anywhere it's going, people will know the true fact of the story. So that they will stop believing one-sided story. And when I got into it with you, this same guy you see here, they brought the money to my hotel. I first of all went to their hotel. They were crowded, young boys were there. They now came to my hotel. While in my hotel room, they left somebody, a doctor, who is a brother to the woman. He was sitting there in my room. I did my job perfectly. The bag was sealed up for them to take it to the kidnappers in the forest. Now, before they moved to the forest, the kidnappers called and he answered the phone, which was a loudspeaker, for them to give direction where they are coming. The man in the bush, the man still head in the bush, was begging this guy. If the doctor would be truthful, the doctor was there. The doctor, the brother to the woman, was sitting down there. My driver was there, and other people were sitting down there. The man in the bush was begging the brother, this one, begging this guy. He said, please, if I have wronged you before, forgive me. If I have done something to you before, forgive me. And then they beg you. I beg. Now me and my wife, they here. You know, so my wife get belly. I beg. If I don't do you wrong before, I beg, forgive me. I beg. I beg. He was begging this guy. Then the phone hung up. I asked him, why was your brother begging you? He said, then get previous transaction. I said, I said, okay, no problem. It didn't even go my head. Nothing happened. I just left it. So they carry the money to the bush. And when they go to the bush, they said the kidnappers did not count the money to know whether it is above 20 million naira or below 20 million naira. If they have counted that money will be 20 million naira, because what we did was what we are supposed to do. They only saw that the money was scattered, but they did not count the money. It was this same guy, thank God he was there with my driver, who confirmed everything. It was the same guy that came out and raised alarm that it was what I did that made them to help the guy. Now, listen. these kidnappers, we've monitored them for months, both in Delta and in Edo State. Now, they don't count money, 100,000, 200, they count in bundles. So what we did was, they wouldn't have even noticed anything at all. They wouldn't have noticed anything at all. We did our job perfectly well, and they took the money there. The money was not counted. Now listen. Now it was not only this man they went to release though, and the wife. Another family they kidnapped. This family they kidnapped. This one they kidnapped. They kidnapped this man, the wife, and the husband. But along the line, they released the woman and the child because the child was crying. The same family, this other family went also to pay ransom again to kidnappers too. And when they got there, the same kidnappers, when they got there, the kidnappers collected 20 million naira and they don't release the man. So both this one and this one were taken back to the bush, and the woman was released. That was what transpired. So while I was in custody in Benin, I saw young people. They arrested young guys, brought them to the cell. What happened? They said this boy here, this same person that paid ransom, they arrested him. He was arrested in Awuchi. Arrested them with gun. Not only him, there are many of them. And suddenly, they released this guy. This same guy that went to pay this ransom. That the order came from the police that they should let him go. They released him. And I was in the cell with them. In fact, when they brought them to my cell, they quickly changed these people from my cell to another cell immediately, because maybe they knew that those guys, they know me. They changed them from my cell to another cell. I was surprised. Now, if you watch this video, you see what this boy is saying here. He said, look at him, celebrating when he was.
You like your freedom? Freedom.
Freedom is priceless. If you like, then I give you. Nobody, if you like, don't use money back freedom.
All thanks to who?
All thanks to you.
They did not charge this boy and another ones to court. This was the same guy who took the money to go and give the kidnappers. The same guy the brother in the bush was begging. That money was 20 million naira. 20 million naira was in that bag. 20 million naira. 20 million naira. If the kidnappers counted that money at that first stage, you would count 20 million naira. But the social media issues, they now increase the ransom that the family should bring in such amount of money. So my brothers, I did my best. I didn't do anything wrong in that matter. I did everything possible. But there are things I will still say. How the money, everything that happened, I will say it. Because if I say it, I think that ends my work too. I won't be doing anything for anybody again. But I have to clear my name. For those of you destroying my name on the social media space, there is no problem. This narrative they are selling to you. Go ahead with it.
Whether you do good or bad, people will always talk. So do what feels right to you. Choose what makes you happy and leave the rest to God. Guys, what do you think about this video? Welcome to Juliet Vera TV. Please subscribe, like, comment and share. Thank you.